Morning, everybody. We just left the gym and we're going home. I'm gonna make some breakfast. We don't have any more eggs, do we?
A whole carton of eggs.
A carton of eggs? Oh my gosh.
Plus some.
I kind of want boiled eggs again. That was good. I'm gonna make something to eat, and then I have some things to do today. I've had a lot of things to do every day. It's been like a really weirdly busy week. I have like a list of things. If I got the whole list done every day, I guess I probably wouldn't have a list of things, but that's the issue. I'm not getting it all done in one day. So yeah, I've got several things I have to do today. I need to record some vocals for something, which is a pretty big process, takes a while. So anyway, I need to get in here and eat and get going on some things. Okay, I want to show you guys this. Oh gosh, I just broke the package. We walked in and Manny had the Scentsy going this morning. So the house smells amazing, and I want to show you guys this one. It's from Walmart. We get all of our scents for our Scentsy pot from Walmart. Better Homes and Gardens usually, but sometimes we try different ones. But anyway, this scent, it is banana pumpkin bread. It smells amazing. Literally smells like some kind of banana bread or something is baking. It smells so good in here, and this time of year I love like the baked kind of scents too, and like musky or anything like that, but baked is just like so good. I feel like around Christmas time. But yeah, it smells delicious, so I wanted to show you guys that really quickly. And also in our Scentsy pot for easy cleanup, Manny has been putting this wax paper in there, and it's actually, oh, parchment paper, I'm sorry. I think I'm thinking wax because it's wax inside the stuff. But the parchment paper in there, so that it's just, you just take this out and switch it out, or it actually comes off the paper really easily, because some of the cubes stick really badly to the Scentsy. And anyway, this is just super easy. Okay, putting the dishes away. Annoying job, because honestly, it's annoying because I make it worse, because I have like 90 million mugs. And I don't know what it is about mugs. I really couldn't tell you. But I can't get rid of mugs. I have a real issue with that. I need to get rid of them desperately. But I love them. So that's the issue. Which I know a lot of people have that. And some people have space where like they build these little cabinets, you know, like in the wall and put the mugs in there. Yeah, I don't have all that. I have this little cabinet with a million mugs. So still haven't eaten my breakfast, but I'm gonna make something in a minute. I'm waiting for a call, probably about 9:30. It's about 8:43 right now, from the fertility clinic in Plano. They call me every week. They're our fertility clinic. It's IVF Plano. If you're curious and haven't watched the docu-series, you know, I talked about it there. Dr. Douglas and everything. I wanted to kind of say who it was in that series, just so if people, you know, were looking in that area or something. Love them. Great clinic. No complaints. Awesome. You know, I think you can tell in those videos too. I really like them. I feel like, you know, I belong there. Like, I've been there so much. I feel like I know them all so well. So anyway, I'm waiting for a call from one of the nurses. She's the one that always calls with like blood work results and things like that. She called my pregnancy test results. She always does that. They kind of all have their own things that they do, and that is what she always does. She also helps us with learning some of the shots. So anyway, she deals with a lot of the medication side of things, and she always calls every Thursday around 9:30. I don't know, she didn't say she was gonna call at that time, but it's always at that time, with my, not really even my results. They actually don't tell me. I could ask, I'm sure, but they haven't told me like my progesterone results or estrogen. They just tell me if it's good or not, you know what I mean? Like, that's really all I need to know. But I do get to see it. I can log in to the lab and kind of see what they are, so I do know. But she should call me pretty soon and tell me if I can stop my suppositories. That's all I'm still on. And so if I can stop those, I will be off all meds, which is like a huge thing in IVF. Like, it's gonna be really weird because due to so much medication, it's already weird that I only have one thing to do a day. But to be honest, I don't love the suppositories. I'll do them as long as the baby needs them, and as long as it could benefit the baby, I will do it. But yeah, I don't love them. I honestly would prefer like progesterone and oil shots. I did those for 9 weeks. They are rough. I mean, in the beginning, they're actually not bad. They just get really difficult because you get so much scar tissue built up, and your hips get really lumpy, and it's hard to find a spot to inject and all of that. But they're actually not bad. I mean, and I'm not even lying about that. They really, all in all, are not bad at all, and they're real quick, and I prefer them over the progesterone suppositories. So anyway, I'm still on suppositories. It's fine. Only one a day. I do it at night. You know, no big deal. But I'm excited to be to a place where we can go off of that. So it's either going to be today or maybe next week. I don't know if they'll have me go through the full first trimester. They may want to do that, so it may just be next week. I think my blood work's going to look fine. It always has. But the only thing is, the doctor, he's the one obviously that makes the decision. The nurse just calls me to tell me what he said. He might just want me to go through the full first trimester on some type of progesterone supplementation, but he might not. He weaned me off PIO, and I fully stopped at 9 weeks, which is earlier than some people do, but like statistically it can happen at that time. It's like fine. Just sometimes doctors leave you on it longer, just, you know, to make you feel better, kind of, I think. But he did wean me off that at 9 weeks, and then I weaned off my estrogen pills. I went to once a day, and then I stopped those entirely. You know, weaned off of my estrogen patches. I was wearing those. That's the first thing I stopped doing. I didn't really even wean off those. I just took it off and never put it back on. They just told me to quit with those. But the shots I weaned off really well, which I love the way he did that. I love my doctor. I love our doctor. He's just really good, and I just feel like he makes the right choice every time for us. Like the PIO, some doctors just have you just stop, like quit cold turkey, I've heard. And I like that he didn't do that because, you know, you don't want added stress in IVF, and I feel like knowing that you're slowly coming off of it and they're closely monitoring you to make sure that's okay for you to come off that, that's really helpful. So I didn't have any fear about it. I knew he'd monitored me closely. He knew that this was the right choice. He has not failed us. I mean, he's a really great doctor. He's very smart. So yeah, I'm excited to hear today if I can go off those, or I do have a feeling now that maybe I might be waiting another week. I don't know. So we'll just kind of see when she calls. Also, I wanted to say really quickly, because I always get questions when people don't know much about IVF. I do always get questions, which I cover a lot of questions in that docuseries. I tried to cover as much as possible, and we are going to do an IVF summary video, just kind of like about how much we paid, and it's going to be very honest and real. But I did want to say, because I'm sure people are thinking this, because I know it's a very common question in like my day-to-day life even, why you have to be on progesterone and stuff like that. Like, do I have low progesterone or anything like that? And the answer is no. I've never had any low progesterone or anything like that. I don't have that issue. But in IVF, no matter what, like no matter what your cause of infertility, no matter what, the woman has to be on that supplementation. And the reason is actually because in a natural pregnancy, now I'm not a doctor, so I've just researched all of this and just know from going through it, but of course I'm probably not going to explain things perfectly. But in a natural pregnancy, your body, it's like a cyst on your ovary. When you ovulate, your body produces something called the corpus luteum. It's like a cyst on your ovary, like that type of thing, that produces progesterone until like the 10th week, you know, give or take. It just kind of depends, but until your placenta takes over for progesterone, which should start around, you know, fully around like 10 weeks, I think is what they say. But you have to monitor that. So anyway, that's how it is in a natural pregnancy. Now, some people have naturally low progesterone, so they're on progesterone if they do, but I don't, but since you do IVF, you don't actually like do the typical ovulate then get pregnant. You do the egg retrieval, and then like a month, 2 months, years down the road, you do your transfer. And so there's no ovulation that happens with that pregnancy. So there's no corpus luteum that is created in that pregnancy, if that makes sense. So the progesterone shots and suppositories and all the things are creating the progesterone for that pregnancy. And then when the placenta fully forms and fully takes over around 10 weeks, you won't really need progesterone anymore. So I'm 11 weeks. A lot of the time they just leave you on progesterone and IVF your whole first trimester. That's pretty common. But I've weaned off of most of it already and things are looking great. So I'm really blessed with that. So the placenta is obviously doing its job at this point. But in early pregnancy, you know, since there's no corpus luteum, there wouldn't be any progesterone. And so that's just dangerous in a pregnancy. So they have to make sure that you're on that supplementation. So that is the reason. I know it's a very common question, you know, but that is why. So everybody that does IVF is on some kind of supplement like that. Usually the shots and like it's all very standard. Our process was really all very standard, not really anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
It's probably
What in the world?
You actually know how to speak French? How much French do you know? I thought we were talking basics here. That was real French.
Alright, say hello, winner. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Slowly.
I have no clue what that one
Yeah,
is.
you're doing really good.
I know Je m'appelle Emmanuel.
What?
Je m'appelle Emmanuel.
I know what that means just because the end of it.
What?
I think he's, are you introducing yourself?
Yeah.
I think he's introducing himself.
Well, she's telling you Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
It's Merry Christmas, and Saleh Animal is filthy animal.
You've been watching Home Alone in French?
No, I looked that up. I looked what Merry Christmas, you filthy animal means in French. Like what they say in French.
Okay.
Janessa, did you know that me and Manny went to France and we almost had to speak French because they will not speak English, so we had to like learn things real quick so we could talk to them. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I told you.
You told me Spanish.
No, I told you Roro and Manny went to
Oh.
France, and Manny might know French.
Yeah, that's where I got that Paris money thing at.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe you should learn French fully.
You're doing good. You sound French. So my niece just called, our niece, and she wanted to talk to Manny because I think they probably think that because Manny's not from America that he like knows, you know, other languages, which he actually does know more than I do. It's kind of partially the truth because there is kind of more culture, I think, in other countries where they know this stuff. But anyway, she's like learning French apparently. I don't know where that came from. And she actually knew some. She knew more than Manny knew. She knew like a little bit of French, which it was like kind of random things. Like she was like Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Like she learned that in French, which I think is hilarious, but anyway. So yeah, she's actually doing good though. She sounds like French, that was the hard part when we went to Paris. Even if you kind of know the words, I feel like you don't sound French, and so in Paris, they can see that. They will not speak English to you in Paris. They will only speak, which, I mean, I get it, because if somebody came here, I wouldn't be able to speak French, you know, so we kind of, Americans always expect people to just speak our language when, like, why? They don't expect us to do that. So, anyway, yeah, she's doing really good, so that was what that phone call was about. It was really funny.
Hey, it's Lena with Dr. Douglas.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Your progesterone level looks great. So
Okay.
Dr. Douglas said you can stop your progesterone, and from now you just follow up with your OB.
Okay.
All right?
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. I'm done. I am off meds. Wow. It's been a long time since I haven't been on any meds. I went from a girl who'd never been on any medication in my life to being on so much medication and having to have a million alarms on my phone. I don't have to do any more suppositories, praise the Lord. I won't go into the reasons why I hate suppositories, but if you've done IVF or you've ever been on progesterone suppositories, you probably know the reasons. They're not fun. I mean, they don't like hurt or anything like that. They're not like horrible. It's just, they're like an inconvenience, which is like not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things, but I knew that it was probably time that the baby could be fine without supplements. So I was like, if it's possible, maybe we can just stop doing these. And it is. I had a feeling he was gonna say that today, and I'm so glad he did. So I'm done with that clinic now, which is actually kind of bittersweet. I really like them, and I really like, I don't know, I liked going there. I know it was a drive and everything, but I really enjoyed them. I like them a lot. So we're not done with them. I mean, they still have one of our babies, so we're gonna be going back for another transfer. Somebody asked that recently. We will be doing another transfer after this baby. Whenever we decide for the second baby, we do have another embryo on ice, as they call it, but it's not really literally on ice. It's on in cryopreservation. We do have another one. We pay room and board for that embryo to live there. We pay yearly for the embryo to stay there. So we will be doing another one, and we won't wait super long. I mean, you know, we'll kind of just see, but we'll vlog that whole process and everything as well when we do another transfer. But we're done at the IVF clinic until our next transfer. That's crazy. That's wild. But yeah, we're done there. Okay, so I got Manny this huge Christmas present, and obviously it's a gift, so he doesn't know what it is. Before I placed the order, I didn't think about the whole, how am I gonna carry this in the house? So, you know, here I am, trying to wrap it in the doorway. It's gonna be the worst wrapped Christmas present of life. But trying to wrap it in the doorway so Manny can carry it into the other room, because I literally am not able to carry it. If I wasn't pregnant, I would probably make it work, to be honest. But I'm not gonna do that. So I don't want to lift it up. It's pretty heavy. So anyway, I think that's actually all that would need to be wrapped for him to not see, but I'm going to wrap the other side. It's gonna be horrible because I can't lift it to wrap underneath, so it's just like, I don't know, it's weird. It's a good gift too, that's what I keep telling him. Like, it's nice. I've just never gotten him anything this large before, like physically large, so I didn't think about that I was gonna have to carry it in, and then like, yeah, it's gonna hurt me. So I'm gonna use one more big strip of paper for the other side, and then it should be good. I'll show you the full box in a second. So I put this blanket over it so that he could look at it to see the size of it, to see if we had enough wrapping paper for it, because I wasn't sure. The blanket covered it really good. I thought about honestly leaving the blanket on it. Here is the present. It's large, but you know, there it is. He has to do this too because it'll probably fall apart if he touches it, so help us, Lord. Okay, so I've looked like this all day, and I'm going to continue to look like this because it's evening and we're about to wrap up the day. But I want to show you guys something really quickly, and then I have to actually record some harmonies for a new song. I recorded the main vocals earlier today, the lead vocals, and kind of a big process, but I had to take a break. Just needed a break for a little while, so I took a break, and I'm gonna do the harmonies, which is actually the easiest part for me. So it won't take me long. Look at that present. I don't think I told you guys. Manny put it next to the tree. I gotta show you this. This is hilarious. So I don't even need to turn the lights on really because it lights it up enough. But like, look at this. Look at this gift. Like, this is the ugliest present I've ever seen. But it does from a distance. I mean, it makes it look really Christmassy, you know? because it looks so ugly, I was gonna have Manny put it in the other room. It actually works better here because it's like, you know, not in the, I think we have no room really in the other room for it to go. So anyway, I want to show you this. My friend Kayla, yesterday, she told me that she had a gift for me and the baby, and she wanted me to stop by and get it. So after church last night, we actually went over there. We didn't vlog it because our, you know, yesterday was already over. We'd already uploaded it. But I wanted to show today what she got. So this is just so me. But it's these little mugs, which again, I told you earlier, I have a mug problem. So now you'll see. But it says Mama Bear and Baby Bear. And I just think this is so cute. She said, obviously it's going to be a while before, you know, the baby can use it. But I'm telling you, the baby will be like, I think 6 months next Christmas. And which is insane. I cannot even fathom that right now, I don't feel like. But you better believe I'm gonna get a cute picture with this mug. This baby won't be able to use the mug at 6 months old, but we will certainly get a picture with the mug some way, somehow. So anyway, and then the following year, the baby will be able to use the mug. So anyway, I am going to end the vlog, but thank you, Kayla, if you're watching this, for this sweet gift. It really was just so thoughtful. People have been so incredibly kind to us throughout this pregnancy announcement, and Kayla was actually one of the people, I mentioned her in the, I didn't say her name, but in the IVF journey, that had like a prophetic word for me, and I didn't even know what was going on. That was Kayla. And so just really thankful for people like that who really did pray for us and really did care. So yeah, anyway, just really appreciative of that. But I'm gonna go ahead and end today's vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you are incredible. Jesus loves you. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.